Hello and welcome back to the Entertainers. No intro today, we're straight into it after, of course, the intro music, which I'm sure you love. If you don't love it, up yours. We're just straight onto the league table, where you can see we still sit at the top of the table. 22 games have been played, 51 points acquired. We'll get to those, we'll get to the losses and the draws, because January has been a right bitch. Man United, Man City, both in second and third on 43 points. Man United have 3 games in hand, Man City only the 2. So Man United could still, if they win all 3 games, go ahead of us. Although they've lost and drawn a couple of games as well, because January's not being kind. Whoever's idea it was to put a World Cup in the middle of the season, fuck you, frankly, because it's been a nightmare for fitness and getting all the games in. Also, Man United, if you could just play your Premier League games so I know where we stand, that'd be great. At the minute, we're the only team, apart from, us, Aston Villa. You've seen them. There's a couple of teams that have played 22 games, but not many. So if you could just hurry up and play them, that would be great. Let's talk about how we got here since the last time we met, which was this 4-2 defeat to Arsenal, where we weren't very tactically, it wasn't the best display by myself, I have to admit. Since then, we played Birmingham in the FA Cup, a 1-0 win. Leon Bailey, 86 minutes, lovely stuff. Thank you, Leon. We then beat Crystal Palace 3-0 in a pretty routine match. Adeyemi got a goal, Belotti and ASM got a goal. Leon Bailey, of course, with a 7.6 rating. What else? Leicester then came along, and let me tell you something about Donyell Marlin. He's annoyingly good, I should say. He scored 3 in 25 minutes to put Leicester 3-0 up. At that point, did some tactical things. By that, I mean I took off Badia's shield because he was getting run ragged. Brought on Christian Mosquera and set him to man-mark Donyell, which he did for the rest of the game. We left it late to actually get the equaliser, but we did get the equaliser, and that point could be vital come the end of the season. So glad we did that. Followed that with a 3-1 win over Southampton. Good stuff. ASM, Pellegrini, all very nice. Leon Bailey, 8.1. You know by now. 0-0 with Leeds in one of, quite frankly, the dullest games I've ever watched. So glad you didn't see that. Beat Fulham 2-0. Adeyemi with both goals. Good for him. Callum Wilson's actually been injured. Spoiler alert. So that's why that's happened. He's been playing every single game. We then went to Brighton in the FA Cup. We were out of the FA Cup. I said I didn't care about it. And I didn't really, although Nico Serrano got sent off 8 minutes in for a challenge which, when I saw it in the match engine, I was furious. It was not a red card in my opinion, so I appealed it. They rejected it. They gave him an extra 2 matches ban that I appealed it. They said no. Apparently it was 2-footed. To me, he got the ball. There was nothing wrong with it. But after 8 minutes, we were 1-0 up, and then we threw it away because of the 10-men thing. Laurie Campbell got a goal in his debut, though, the 17-year-old Irish lad. So that was nice for him. Yeah, he stuck it away brilliantly. That was nice. Then we played Watford, a 2-1 win there. Adeyemi and Almiron getting the goals. And then most recently, a 2-0 defeat to Everton. So 3 away matches in a row with 2 defeats and 1 win. You could see we're just a bit worse away from home, but hopefully we've got a lot of the big away games out of the way now as we head into this mammoth bit of the season. I'm not even sure when the Euro Cup 2 second knockout round is. I've forgotten about that completely, that competition. For now, we're focused on the Premier League, and the Premier League alone, we're out of both cups. But yeah, it's not the best. Either way, a West Brom today, and maybe Tottenham. We'll see how busy the West Brom match is, because you're getting 2 videos this week. If you didn't watch the video on Wednesday, watch that. That's where you can see me fall apart against Arsenal. It was wonderful. West Brom and then possibly Tottenham, who are both relegation candidates. Yes, if you didn't see that in the first bit there. Tottenham failing, down 17 points after 21 games, 12 losses, including 5-1 to us. That's nice. And West Brom down there as well, 16 points. There's a lot of teams that have not done anything yet this season. A lot of teams have had really poor seasons. Brighton are on a horrible run of form, apart from obviously beating us in the FA Cup. But it's all to play for down there. Tottenham could go down, and it's a fascinating story when you look at them and their managers recently. Obviously, they start with Jose Mourinho. He got sacked, 47% win rate. That is the best so far. Spoiler alert. Well, apart from the caretaker managers who seem to be doing really well when they come in for a few games. Allegri, 39% win rate, lost 14, won 13, got sacked. Caretaker manager comes in, wins 4, loses 1. It doesn't matter. Bielsa's in, 24% won. He lost 21 games. Not great from Bielsa. He then left this caretaker manager, 1-1-1, so across the board. And now they've got Sarri in, and he's 44% win rate. Still not doing that great. So yeah, Tottenham is one to watch. Fascinating story. They are all over the place in terms of form. Look at this season. It's an absolute mess. And that leaves them near the bottom of the table on this slide that they're doing. Harry Kane's still there, in case you're wondering. They've got some good players. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, that's enough about Tottenham for now. What else are we going to talk about here today? Not a lot. There's not been any transfers per se. So all you can see here is I sent out Marcus Leonardo on loan because he was doing my head in about wanting game time, and I really should have kept him around, I guess, to play him off the bench, but he wanted first team football. He's not getting it here, so he's off to Olympiacos to have a lovely time of it. And this lad, Ali Achatlios, whoever he is, he came in, he got loaned out on the same day because it was a thing I agreed, future transfer I agreed. He's a young prospect, looks pretty decent for an 18-year-old Frenchman, either-footed, needs to work on his physicals, but otherwise looks very good. Yeah, he came in, he's gone out on loan again straight away. Somebody else who came in that I forgot that I agreed a deal with is this 18-year-old Andre Bol, Dutchman. I've got him in from Ajax. They didn't have a contract on him, so that was silly of them. They got 1 million compensation, but he's already worth more than that, so that's fun. And he played a game in that FA Cup defeat, but he played all right, so good for him, right? Excellent. And Julian Draxler's loan has been terminated as well, which saves us money, which is great because now we've got money here, not there, here, which means we can, deal with any wage increases as they come. That's a lot of talking for the first bit of this video. Let's look at the team for this game today. Leon Bailey was actually injured for that match against Everton, so Amron came in and we lost 2-0. But Leon Bailey's back today against West Brom, so we need to get back to winning ways. Recently, the forwards have been very hit and miss. We're waiting for Callum Wilson to come back from injury. Not recommended for today's game, unfortunately. Aya and Max Aaron's also injured. So, I mean, when you look at it, since that Arsenal game and this Birmingham game wasn't in January, but January has just been an absolute slog. We've been playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. It's 2 games a week for a long time. And now we've got to do it a bit more. And then when this kicks in again, we'll do that for a bit more. When is the draw for that? I don't even know. Not this month, I guess. Oh, it's January. February. Is it February? It doesn't say. Whenever it happens, we'll be there, ready for it. For now, though, West Brom. Here's the team that's going to start today. It's Livakovic, Owen, Badiashile, Upamecano, Menino, Bailey, Camavinga, Longstaff, ASM, Velotti, and Adeyemi. Let's go into it, see if we can get a win. So, team talk time. Pump the fist, no, thrash the arms and say I expect a much better performance. And then it's time to hand out that faith, inspire all of these motherfuckers, and go into the game. Things to watch out for in West Brom's team. Timu Pukki, who scored 2 against us, I think, earlier in the season before we shut him down and took him out of the game. Vilka, who we actually sold to West Brom at the start of the season, £15 million, because he wasn't good enough. No, he wasn't good enough. He just didn't fit in anywhere in our team. And Lavan Kurzawa, the left-back, plays for them at left-back, funny enough. First highlight of the game is here. It looked like we were going to get there first, but when we're back on the ball now, so Menino to Upamecano, great challenge by Bailey, should mention as well. Camavinga off to Badiashile, Badiashile out to ASM, ASM drives forward inside like he loves to. He's going to take the shot on. It's not very good, but that's a shame. And the second highlight of the game, 12 minutes in, starts with us having a free kick, passing it around nicely in that little triangle at the back we start out with Camavinga, Badiashile and Upamecano. They play it round for a bit. They find an opening, which usually comes through one of the wingers. Like this time it comes through ASM, driving in and shooting again and missing again. But it's good to see. One thing I should mention as well, Livakovic is unbelievable. I'll show you in a minute after we score. Do we? No? Okay, we're going to get another crossing. Go on, Sean. Knock that ball in. into Upamecano. Where are you going, Upamecano? Into Sean again. Sean, Camavinga, out to Badiashile. The centre-backs just pretending to be wingers for the day. Badiashile, not very good at it, as it turns out. And they come forward now. Vilka looking at an option. Forward goes back to Karavaev, maybe. Sean Longstaff intercepts in the midfield, though, and he gives it out to Leon Bailey. And Leon Bailey just takes out Kurzawa, takes out another one, scores the goal. Leon Bailey's too good. He is our world-class player. He is the one. I say it every episode, but Leon Bailey is dragging this Newcastle team to the title, maybe? Or is still a long way to go? And still a lot of points to be won and lost, but Leon Bailey looks to be winning those points on his own a lot of the time. Now that he's scored as well, I will be demanding a little bit more from everybody involved. And hopefully we'll see that demanding more happen now. That didn't make sense. It made more sense in my head. Camavinga with the interception. Adeyemi doesn't quite get there though. And Etebo with West Brom come forward. Kurzawa to Robinson. Robinson looking inside. West Brom, they are a bit of a threat. They are here's Timo Pukki, he's the threat. Livakovic though knows that, gets out to him. Like I say, I won't do it now because we're on the ball. We were on the ball. I'll show you Livakovic. I will, honestly. Believe me. Pereira, tackled by Owen. Camavinga forward to Belotti. Belotti into Adeyemi. Use that pace and that left foot. You're on at left foot. He's got a penalty. He's got a penalty. Maybe. I'm not sure. These are being overturned a lot with VAR at the minute. Although this one, he's not going over to the monitor, so I can see this being a straightforward penalty. Adeyemi gets the penalty. Well done, Adeyemi. I'm not sure who's going to be taking it with Callum Wilson not on the pitch. Looks like it's Belotti. Our model citizen, Andrea Belotti. Right. Made me look a fool. Another highlight for us here. Just over half an hour played. Bailey gives that away a bit cheaply. Just a little point here. Has anybody noticed since the winter update, players really eager to give the ball away as much as possible? That's what I've seen, especially with passes like that, have just become a lot more. I don't know if they've nerfed direct foot. I was about to say they've nerfed direct football, then a ball from like that just happened. So never mind, they haven't nerfed direct football. I think it's just a lot more wayward passes and a lot more penalties is what I've noticed. Let's ignore that for now though and watch this. ASM, ooh, that's a lovely ball over the top, and Adeyemi stays on side, collects it with his chest, left foot, great finish. His finishing hasn't actually improved, the stats, but in terms of his ability, it looks like he is improving. Now I'll show you, since we're here, Livakovic, here he is. He's bloody marvellous. If you can get him quickly. One-on-ones of 19 and reflexes of 18, all going up. So, yeah, that's just lovely stuff, isn't it? Let's carry on with the game, though. Half-time has arrived. It's 2-0. XG suggests we need another half a goal to, be where we should be. And we are capable of even better. I'm going to give out some more faith at half-time. I just love giving out faith. Every team talk, I do it. And they love it as well. They get motivated, they get inspired. Let's just hope they don't get complacent, because if they do, we'll be having words, and those words will be angry and sweary. Sean Longstaff hit one for me. Oh, that's a lucky Sean. Belotti will finish, but he's offside. Sean Longstaff, that would have been his first goal since coming back from injury from the World Cup. And yet we know Sean Longstaff loves a banger. So he's having a real moan at the assistant referee over there by the looks of it. But it is disallowed. Let's have a look at that game. Belotti just in an offside position, following the corner. It's tight, but yes, he was. Sean Longstaff unfortunate not to hit the inside of the post and maybe get himself a goal. As Man City take the lead over Arsenal, which means they are still hunting us down with their games in hand. Although this isn't one of their games in hand because we're playing at the same time as them. That's how football works. You know that. If you don't know that, I mean, you're just watching a Football Manager video. Welcome. How are you? Do you know what's happening? Anyway, now I've stopped berating. I've used the shout berate at the people who are watching this video who don't know what Football Manager is. Sorry about that. Harper on the ball for West Brom, bringing it forward. They do look like they have a little bit of threat, but not much. We are limiting them to just a few shots, but I'm conscious that any of those could go in, and that would be bad. Ares, shoot! I told you. What did I say? Exactly that. So I'm going to tell the entire team to focus, because I don't like conceding. And Livakovic is chasing down the clean sheet record set by Dubravka, in a recent season. It's a nicely worked goal, but a finish like that should not be... Livakovic, I've just picked you up. I've shown off your stats, and you do that in your lovely pink outfit. It's not an outfit, it's a kit. It's a kit is the way it is. Leon Bailey is obviously tired, as he always is. I would like to get another goal before we take him off. Will we do that? I'm not sure. 75 minutes have gone. I'm going to make a change. Pellegrini on for Belotti, and I think that's it for now. As we go into the final 15, a goal kick for West Brom flies forward. Can we win the header? We do, and ASM doesn't get the knockdown, unfortunately. A race into Ekuban into Harper. Let's not concede another. Let's not make it interesting. Bailey, I thought he was going to intercept that. Into Albrighton. Is that Matty Albrighton? That's a poor challenge. Camavinga misses that one. Out to Kurzawa, who can really whip a ball in if we're not careful. Back to Etebo, playing it back outside the box. Camavinga, challenge, no, not good enough. Menino, though, gets forward to Adeyemi. Adeyemi runs forward with that pace on that right-hand side. Tries to get back onto his left foot. Goes round the defender. The finish was lacking, but the run was there. And 15 minutes to go. I need to make changes, but I don't want to, just because of how this game is going. It is still close. Come on, don't concede. I know that's not the best example of managing. Pellegrini on the ball. Let's go get a third, sorry. I can count, honestly. Bailey, you can do it. I know you can do it. He gets the ball. He gets a second chance. He doesn't put it away. West Brom are still hanging on to some form of chance, and this corner will come to nothing. We know that. Yeah, we know that. 5 minutes left. There's a lot of tired legs out there. I'm going to have to make 2 more changes. Some players are having really good games, but I am going to bring on Thorsby and put Longstaff in the playmaking role. Thorsby goes box to box. ASM's tired. Bailey's really tired. But we are going to make the change. Serrano on for ASM. Hope Bailey doesn't get injured in these final 5 minutes. Hope we don't concede as well in those final 5 minutes. I'm going to demand a bit more from the boys out there as they go into this. Badiashile with a good defensive clearance for now, but Etebo comes again. Pookie's there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Off the inside of the post. He was offside, and I wasn't scared at all. Into the final few minutes of added time, we've got a long throw. Is it a Leon Bailey long throw? It's whipped into the box. Pellegrini tries to get there, and that's something else since the winter update I've noticed. Long throws getting caught a lot now, rather than actually going to the heads of players. Menino whips that one badly forward, and they're still coming at us. We can't just be affording to do this. Hookie's in there again. Great defensive block, double defensive block. It hits the post, and we don't. It's been scary. We should have wrapped this game up a long time ago, but we do hold on to that 2-1 win. XG of 4. Where are those goals? Where is Callum Wilson? We miss you, Callum. Second half was unacceptable. Some of them are demotivated, Menino, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I am going to tell Leon Bailey he was brilliant, though, because he was, as always, brilliant. And we go forward from there. And I think we will do the second game. I'll meet you back for that Tottenham game. Welcome back. It's game day against Tottenham Hotspur. As you can see, Liverpool won 3-2 in the early kickoff, just about. Wolves actually got a very late consolation in that. But that puts them into second currently. Liverpool, City and United and Leicester, to a lesser extent, all trying to keep in the conversation. But you'll notice Man United dropped down a bit. That's because they played Tottenham 2 days ago in this game, of course. When we just played a game a minute ago against West Brom, they were playing against Tottenham, and Tottenham held them to a 1-1 draw, which is helpful for us. So we just got to beat Tottenham now, and then everything's looking good, apart from Manchester City, who are looking ever more like the scary title challenger that we don't want, we don't need. Stop. If you guys could just stop, all just falter for like a month and let us just run away with it, that would be great. I like title runs when I'm not involved, but when we're the one leading the chase, I hate it. I really hate it. Good news though for this match, as we let the opposition instructions come in is that we do have some players coming back. That is a strange looking Tottenham team. Anthony, though, is a very good player we should watch out for. Some players aren't completely fit. Leon Bailey is apparently only recommended. Oh, he's fine. But the good news is that Callum Wilson is recommended for 45 minutes, as is Aarons, as is Aya. So we could put them on the bench, and we will do that with Aya. We'll pop him on the bench. Aarons isn't quite there yet. I think we are going to put Wilson on the bench ahead of Almiron. Is that a good move? Yes, Serrano can play both sides. Or ahead of Pellegrini. Oh, I like Pellegrini though. And if we need to change both strikers, if neither are performing, then it's possible we will need both. For now, I think that is what we're going to do. Max Aaron's not quite ready to come back into the team yet, in my opinion. So we'll leave it at that. The same team as last time are going out there. I gave them a whole day rest, a whole day off, because it's been, like I say, 2 fucking days since the last match. Owen at Badia Shield with Meccano, Menino, Bailey, Camavinga, Longstaff, ASM, Belotti, Adeyemi. Let's go try and smash Tottenham Hotspur. Okay then, what I want from you is to pick up where you left off. You know, and by that I mean don't pick up from the second half, because that was worse than the first half. This chair is creaking all over the place. You didn't need to know. I mean, you can hear it. I just wanted you to notice the chair. I'm not continuously farting during this video, although I will have a wee before kickoff. Right, I'm back. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to see this out. Tottenham Hotspur at St James's Park, though. Home advantage. Let's see if we can use that advantage. Off we go. Straight away, it's a Leon Bailey long throw. He whips that forward. And Alfie Whiteman, by the way, who is the keeper. I looked at Tottenham for about 5 minutes recently to see what's going on there. It's strange. I don't know why Harry Kane's not starting today. Maybe he's tired from the Man United match, and they thought we were a lesser proposition. They bought Pizzi from Benfica, who's like 30-something years old, which is a strange use of money in my opinion, but I'm not in charge, so what do I know? And today they're starting Dele Alli, Pizzi and Anthony. None of them natural strikers up front, but I mean, they're coming forward well, so let's just not talk shit about them just yet. Otherwise we might get banged like that. Third goal of the season is out of Pizzi. It made it look like a piece of piss, if you ask me. And this is no time for jokes. Let's berate them. They love it when I berate them. When I fire them up, they hate it. They get really angry. When I berate them, oh, they're rubbing themselves off in excitement. Don't say that. Pizzi, though, made that look easy. And they're playing very narrow. Surely we can get something from the wide areas. If we have any shots at all today, we might. Here is a corner. Bailey whips it in. Oh, Meccano's there. That's in, surely. No? Oh, fuck. Let's see that again. You can't see it from there, but apparently it's not over the line. It's another corner. Bailey, as I was just rubbing my eye, Badia Shield is cleared. Sean Longstaff heads it back in. Iwobi heads it back out. And Camavinga will pick that up. Looking very calm, Camavinga. Maybe a bit more urgency, please. Although, if you're calm, that's cool too. Bailey, Menino gets it back. He can whip in across, can Menino. Better crossing than Max Aarons, apparently. But Lotti's there. What a chance that is. ASM, can you get it back in there? Sean Longstaff's there. ASM, have another go. Go on, mate. Get it to Camavinga. Why not? Let's just keep the attack going. Just don't let them rest. Owen gets to ASM. Whipping the ball, mate. He does. Bailey's at the back post. It's cleared. And we are creating better chances now. I'm still going to demand more from them, though, as we need to get back in this as quickly as possible. Half time, nothing happened. I'm assuming that's because I went attacking, because that always means that nothing's going to happen from then. We're just not putting the ball in the back of the net, according to the XG. Come on, show a bit of desire. I do have faith in you. I do have faith in you. Believe me, I have faith in you. They're motivated. We go back out for the second half knowing that we have players on the bench to make a real difference. And the changes that I'm considering is a triple change. Belotti, Adeyemi and ASM for the three on the bench. You'll see it but then Bailey is tired, but he's also the best player on the pitch. And nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening? Demand more. Can somebody do something, please? 60 minutes gone. I'm not going to wait any foot longer. We are going to make at least 2 of those changes. Callum Wilson, back from injury, is not sharp at all. And Pellegrini, who is sharper, comes on. The 2 of them and then we'll leave it for now to change the other option, which is potentially ASM or even Sean Longstaff. Maybe Thorsby's athleticism and teamwork could really work here today. Badia Shield clears that only as far as Undumbele, who we know is a danger, gets into the box, drives into the box. Livakovic tips it over, and oh geez, we can't afford to throw away games like this against shit relegation candidates like Tottenham. Pellegrini, chase that down, mate. Let's start a counter quickly. Here goes Pellegrini. Not the paciest player, but he's got a bit of everything. Hits the ball to ASM, who is a pacey player. Don't just shoot ASM. Okay, goes back out to Owen. Can you find a ball? We're not going to see that, are we? Thanks, game. Really got my hopes up for nothing there. As we trundle in, Menino is not having a good game, and I didn't bring Max Aarons because I thought it was too soon, and they've gone to a wider system. And that seems to be causing us even more problems now. Undumbele gives it to Bailey, and Bailey can find a ball to Pellegrini. Pellegrini picks it up, he's got space, and he's got Callum Wilson ahead of him. Callum Wilson, that's a foul, that's a red card, he's off. Very attacking. I could see it happened, because that was a clear goal scoring opportunity. Callum Wilson was about to go through, bearing down on goal, and do what Callum Wilson does best, which we haven't seen a lot this season, unfortunately, because of injuries. ASM's going to take this free kick, I believe. He's not the best at them, but he can make me shut my mouth here as Alfie Whiteman tips it over. You may be asking who Alfie Whiteman is. We all are, because I'm not sure where Lloris has gone, and Joe Hart's also retiring. He makes another save, though, so I should stop bad-mouthing people who have really good games against me. ASM, that's poor. That's a challenge. Dele Alli on the ball. And is this highlight going to continue? Owen, we've just got a man advantage. Be careful. They've gone super narrow. We've gone very attacking. Nothing is happening, though. We need something to happen. We've got one more change in the bank. Leon Bailey is just running on fumes out there. Is it Serrano or Thorsby? Which is the best option here? I think it's Serrano. ASM's playing okay, but Serrano's just got that finishing edge, so when he does get a chance, he can bury it. This is probably just a highlight for the sake of making a change, as Whiteman takes a very long time to assess his options before kicking it straight towards Livakovic. Badia Shield collects, though, and we go backwards. Let's make something out of this if it's a chance. ASM, your last few seconds on the pitch. Do something magical for me, please. Bailey's making a run out the right-hand side, but so are you now. Bailey, oh, ASM, this is why you're coming off. Pizzi is going backwards, though, and has to give away a corner, which will mean the change goes now. The change goes now. The change goes now. And we're not going to see that corner. Nothing's happening. Very attacking. Can we just get a point out of this, please? What is going on? The World Cup has ruined us. Who gave Qatar the World Cup? Oh, yes, it was corrupt delegates in FIFA, which means we had to disrupt our season and cause ourselves to be not match fit. And bollocks, we've lost to Tottenham, haven't we? This game's still going. What a load of bollocks that is. I'm throwing the water bottle. Not happy with that. Yeah, you may be demotivated, but that's because you did shit all out there. Well, that's 2 episodes in a row we've fallen apart to North London teams. This time we just haven't scored. We've had the better of the game. Man United have fucked up Nottingham Forest, and Liverpool have won as well, which means it's really close. We can't afford to throw these games away. We've lost too many games in this last little run of form, and that was at home as well. We can't lose games. We got Man City next as well, so that's fucking great. Right then, we'll come back around here somewhere.